Alrighty, everybody, it's back to you after a little bit, and well, obviously since Friday, but we're going to have some new things coming out. Now, this one was one I said I was going to list last week, and I ran out of time and I didn't get a chance. And I also had someone who messaged me interested in it. So this one may even be gone before I have a chance to list it. And I hope you guys love it, because there will be some more little guys like this in the future. And I also want to work towards painting. Sorry about the airplanes, they're extra noisy today. I want to also work towards painting more as well. So it was really fun painting these little pansies. I thought they were just too cute, and of course with the curved spine and how everything is set up, it's really easy to use. You can open it up and the pages are nice and flat and just so adorable. It is, you know, you can actually use it and write in it, so it's perfect. All right, so my the Dana one went really fast. Thank you, Miss Debbie. It's been a while since I've seen your face, so it was really good to see you back and around hunting through the shop. And we have this one, Vergil, another Harvard classic. This one is a beautiful brown with a different embossing on the front than in the gold. Actually, it's more of an inlay gold leaf. I have not seen this design yet, so this one is a newer design, or at least a different design, newer to my shop. And of course we have this wonderful vintagey paper. Until I either get my sewing machine fixed or purchase a new one, all I have right now is zigzag and straight stitch. On my sewing machine that accidentally got broken, it had at least a good array, I think 25 to 30 different stitches. So now it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get the more decorative stitch on other projects. So hopefully I will be able to adjust that in the near future. As I said, I have a temporary machine now. Hopefully by Black Friday, we all know how, you know, Walmart and a couple other stores usually do really good deals with Brother, and they have them for a really decent price. Singer is the other one too. You can usually either get a Brother or a Singer for like 50 bucks on Black Friday. So of course I'll have to go look and get one with a beautiful stitch work. They might be 75 for the more stitches included. But this lovely, of course, will be up, and it does have that wonderful stitch work in it. Very well solid book. And of course this little beauty with some beautiful lace on the front. These ones never seem to last in my shop. They're these ones and the Harvards are my most popular journals that everyone loves. Here pretty soon I'm going to have to make a new batch. You may start seeing more of them when I start moving over to my actual website. Right now I only list one at a time. If you'd like to see my back inventory, please message me. Usually I just grab the next one on the shelf and go. But this one is really beautiful. I love how it came out with the lace, and it will be up this evening. And of course we have this wonderful Frosty, which I'm sure a few of you are like, let me see. So we have this beautiful like 3D frosted flake. And of course it says Frosty, and we got Frosty the Snowman, and this beautiful binding for the spine and with some sparkly on it. So it is very glittery and beautiful. I'm not sure. Yeah, there you go. You can tell right there how pretty and sparkly it is. And I did it with, it's supposed to symbolize red, but I'm still working towards getting more of a true red out of these papers. And of course, when you put so much red into water, it dilutes it down into pink. So I can only do what I can. I'm gonna actually start working with the it's fruit punch or one of those and see what I can get. I usually just use food coloring, so I've been recently expanding outside of food coloring and seeing what I could come up with. Of course, I like to do food grade or anything that is obviously not going to attract ants or bugs or anything, so that's why I'm a little leery to go outside of the food coloring and practice with other colors. It's going to have this beautiful 3D looking, can't remember what it's called off the top. I think it's holly. Yeah, I think that's holly. If it's not, please correct me in the comments. I'm sure someone will know its legitimate name. Not the sciencey one either, the one that you and me call it every day, ladies and gentlemen. So it's got a beautiful green zigzag stitch, and you can pick it up when you look at it nice and close, and it's really pretty. And of course some birds to match the birds on the front. And then on the front we have this beautiful red flower, and these are used with gel medium to put on. So don't quote me, I've never used gel medium into my products until recently, but from talk around the campfire, the crafty campfire, it is a really excellent bonding agent, and that's also what I used for this snowflake, is gel medium. Or it was a gel medium, but it was a glossy gel medium. So if any of you are curious, then this will definitely be a good testament. And so far it's like a rock. It's stuck on there. So of course we got the reddish pink with the green and the brown. Very beautiful, and I decided I wanted to stick with a white tie. So I love the way it looks. It's magnificent color. And of course I reinforced this with thicker cardstock cardboard to make sure when you're tying the journal that it is reinforced. I did the same thing with Vergil, and this one as well was, yes, this one as well was reinforced quite well. And this little guy, I have a feeling because it's so small it shouldn't make too much of a difference. Of course, I will be testing it more in the future, but he's so tiny that really you just tie him up lightly. He probably won't even really get tied up at all. I would personally tie him up and stick him up on my little shelf in the kitchen. And the one thing I've discovered sometimes, if you order journals from myself or other people and you do have an issue with these papers not being strong enough, wrap your strings around like this and then tie them. That's why I add extra string on a lot of mine, because if they're not that strong, you can always wrap them around back and it makes them extra strong and really easy to tie up. And of course it gives you that extra double layer look going on. So these little lovelies will be in the shop as well. These will not be listed on the web page, which I don't think I've really given you guys access to yet. I've still been tweaking it. I'm hoping this week, and these are just going to be a tester phase, but I'm hoping to have these, and they'll be released as is on the web page when it opens for the price that I would sell them at complete. The only difference is you'll get to choose the color palette, the color scheme, and you'll get to choose the mounting paper for inside here that holds everything together. And of course, whether you want sari silk at all, whether you want it tied around the outside, or whether you want it mounted like this. So these will be starting to be visible on that website, I'm hoping this week, and then I will leave a link on my Linktree account for you guys to start seeing more wonderful goodies, because not just these, but a lot more of this stuff will be moving over to my website to see how it goes. And if it is a wonderfully smooth transition, then I may only sell on Etsy periodically and move all of my primary goodies to the web page. So, I hope that was informative, and I hope to see you guys Friday. Thank you. Bye. Bye.